Lecture 4. What is an operating system? Imagine your computer is a machine that needs a boss to tell it what to do. That boss is the operating system, OS. It helps your computer's hardware, like the keyboard or mouse, work together with software, such as games or apps. After learning this lecture, students will be able to explain files and folders, differentiate the files and folders, explain different features of files and folders. The OS is super important because without it, your computer won't work at all. It's like the heart of the computer. How does the OS work? The OS connects everything in your computer. It talks to the monitor, keyboard, mouse, hard drive, and even the printer. Without it, none of these parts could work together to help you do tasks like playing a game or typing a document. Common operating systems. Did you know there are different types of operating systems? Some of the most popular ones are Windows, the one we're focusing on today, Linux, Android. Each of these helps users interact with computers in unique ways. What makes Microsoft Windows special? Microsoft Windows is a globally popular operating system. It uses something called a Graphical User Interface, GUI. This fancy term means you can click on icons, buttons, and menus with your mouse instead of typing long commands. Cool, right? The latest version, Windows 10, is widely used for things like storing files, playing games, or browsing the internet. Exploring the Windows desktop. When you turn on your computer, the first thing you see is the desktop. Think of it as your computer's workspace. It has icons, files, and folders, just like a real desk has papers and tools. The desktop also has a taskbar, start menu, and search bar to help you find and organize your stuff quickly. Why is file management important? Imagine your room is messy and you can't find your favorite toy. Annoying, right? Computers are the same. File management means organizing your files by putting them in folders so you can find them easily whenever you need them. What is a file? A file is like a box that holds information. It can be text, a picture, a video, or even music. There are 3 common types of files. Text files for documents, video files for movies, image files for pictures. What is a file system? Your computer uses a file system to store and retrieve these files from its disk. Think of it like a giant library where every book, file, has its special place on the shelves. File attributes. Every file on your computer has special details or attributes that help identify it and make it easy to use. Let's learn about some of these. Name. A file's name tells us what it is. For example, class4.doc or sky.png. It's like giving your pet a name so you can easily call it. Size. This tells us how much space the file takes up on your computer. Files can be stored on primary or secondary storage, like hard drives or USBs. Date. When a file is created, the computer adds a time and date stamp. This helps us know when it was made or updated. Icon. Every file has an icon, a small picture that represents what type of file it is. For example, a Word document has a W icon. What is a file type? Every file has a type, which depends on the kind of information it holds. For example, a picture file is called an image type. A document file is called a text type. What is a file extension? A file extension is like a last name for a file. It appears at the end of a file name and tells us the type of file. Some common extensions are EXE, executable file, DOC or DOCX, MS Word document, MP3, audio file, PDF, document file, JPG or PNG, image file. Folders and subfolders. A folder is like a virtual container that holds files. It keeps your files neat and organized. You can also create subfolders, folders inside other folders, to group related files. For example, you might have a folder named Class 1 with subfolders like assignments and lectures. Naming files and folders. Giving your files and folders meaningful names is very important. Imagine naming a file assignment for your schoolwork. Just by looking at the name, you know what it's for. This makes finding and using files much easier. That's all about files and folders. Now you know how the operating system works. Remember, keeping your computer organized makes everything easier to find and use. Great job learning! Keep exploring!